Good evening. I'm Mary O'Connor with the Alaskan Aviation Safety Foundation and the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health in Anchorage. This evening, we are honored to have on our show Miss Erica Bennett, who has an interesting resume with some different types of flying. Erica manages to have a successful flying career. She's raising a family, she flies for fun, and she has time to give back to the aviation community. Erica, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Can you start by telling us what first got you interested in aviation?
Well, I would have to give all my credit to my father. Yes, he was a pilot. He started in World War II, so I grew up in an aviation family. Although I didn't grow up in the back of a Super Cub like a lot of other kids did, we did have a couple of airplanes in our family. And I would love to have said I learned how to fly in them. But back when I was a preteen, teenager, I wasn't that interested in flying. I loved to ride along. I didn't actually get my license until I was 24 years old. And then I had ridden in the back of a friend's Super Cub and realized how much fun it was. And then it dawned on me that, hey, this is something I can do. And 3 weeks later, I started flying lessons. So it was, the passion was instilled early, and it kicked in a little late.
Very good. Would you call your father a role model then, or a mentor? I bet he was excited when you finally decided to take it up yourself.
He said it was about time. And he was a good role model, very good role, very meticulous man. He was a jet pilot for the Navy and various other aircraft. Very, very meticulous and very safe. He was a very, very good mentor because I would take what I'd learned that day and go hangar talk with my dad, and he'd talk about what similar things he had going on in his world. So although we were flying a little bit different aircraft and I was taking my flying a different direction than the military, it was always something we had in common.
Very cool. Do you have any advice for people who maybe they thought about being a pilot when they were 12, but they didn't get around to it until later in life? In their 20s or 30s or later?
That's never too late. Absolutely. I've seen, actually run across several ladies who have just started getting their license in their 30s and their 50s just because they always thought about it, and now they've decided it's time. And all I can say is just do it. I know finances can be a problem, and it is an expensive hobby unless you get into a flying club or have a friend or actually have an airplane husband that flies. But if there's even an inkling, I would just go ahead and start the process and see how it fits. Never hurts to try.
What do you think that aviation has done for you as a person?
As a person, it's opened up an entirely new world of freedom. Being able to be in complete control of an aircraft, either privately and or commercially. Commercially, there's a lot of responsibility involved, and I like that. And I used to do tours, and I really enjoy showing off Alaska, and using an aviation platform was really fun. So it's exhilarating, and it's just very deeply satisfying to complete a flight and have absolutely nothing go wrong, or at least know what to do when everything does go wrong. So it's just a neat career.
You've done a lot of different types of flying. Can you tell us what your favorite type of flying is?
That's a hard one because the variety has each has their own unique pluses. I liked flying Bush, Alaska with freight because the boxes really didn't care, and I was free to turn around without it in a whole lot of pressure. The flying tours around Denali was exhilarating on a moment-by-moment basis, and to watch my passengers' faces when they got on and off the airplane was very satisfying. And I now fly part-time for BP and ConocoPhillips through shared services in a Twin Otter and a Casa 212. And those are challenging because of the weather and fun because of the numerous amounts of instrument approaches that I can get in one day, a lot of takeoffs and landings. So I like it all, so I can't say there's one favorite.
Do you have a favorite aircraft to fly?
Ooh, well, Right now, I'd have to say it is the Twin Otter. I haven't flown it a whole lot, but what it's capable of is mind-blowing, and I haven't been able to use it to its full extent yet, but it's a fun airplane.
Very good. Thank you so much for your time. You're truly an inspiration to young women and folks everywhere in Alaska.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure having you on the show, and we look forward to having you next time.
Okay.
Thank you. This program is brought to you by the Alaskan Aviation Safety Foundation and Alaska Public Media. If you enjoyed the program, I encourage you to support both of these organizations by sharing your permanent fund dividend through Pick, Click, Give. Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, thank you for joining us on Hangar Flying. Fly safely.